All right, we're here with Jonathan Cayco, who holds the greatest total of all time at 93 kilos. Welcome, and welcome to Malta and to the World Championships. How are you feeling?
Great. Thank you for having me.
And how was the journey coming out here?
It was easy. It was straightforward. Just 3 little quick flights, and got to stop by Switzerland for a moment, and it was nice.
Nice. And in general, how are you feeling coming into the World Championships? How's your body feeling? Are you feeling strong?
This is hands down the strongest. I know I've said that before, but this is hands down like the best I've felt. My last training sessions were phenomenal. Nothing's hurting, and that's already a step up from Sheffield, because Sheffield I was hurting coming in.
So, this is your what World Championships? Is this your third?
This is my third one, yeah.
So how are you feeling as far as the experience is concerned? Do you feel like a savvy veteran now at this point?
Yeah, I think I've earned that title at least. Yeah, I've been competing for a minute, so this ain't my first rodeo.
For sure.
Yeah.
And how has your mindset shifted since Worlds last year, and then going into Sheffield, and then now coming into this World Championships?
I found something. I suppose I've taken time to self-reflect and just be very conscious just of myself, and conscious of those around me. And it really helped me just be aware of the people I care about, and just I just want to do well for them. It's just my mindset is I'm just having fun. I'm at peace. I'm enjoying life. I think that's the biggest thing. I've learned to enjoy life through its ups and downs, and I think that's a huge thing that I feel is important. That everyone finds that kind of joy for themselves, and find an inner peace so they can live life fully.
And how is that different than your mindset going into the World Championships last year?
Going into 2022 Worlds in South Africa, I honestly was feeling extremely burnt out by that point. Originally, I wanted to take a break after 2021 Worlds. Some obligations had me, lean me towards competing 2022 Nationals, Powerlifting American Nationals, which ultimately led me to 2022 Worlds. And I just felt more obligations than wanting to be there. My obligations outweighed me wanting to be there. It's not that I didn't want to be there, but it's just, again, just a lot of things outside of actually competing and just enjoying lifting kind of pushed me to be there. And that was something I learned I had to think about and self-reflect on. And I realized that, like I mentioned before, it made it not enjoyable for me. I train hard, and I always do what I can to do well. So I was almost on autopilot when I got to and was competing at that Worlds.
And you still had a great performance at last year's World Championships, but there's definitely something noticeably different at Sheffield, where you had an absolutely magnificent performance, breaking the world record, and placing really well at Sheffield. Was there something different? I mean, do you attribute that to just better training, or do you attribute it to this new mindset that you have?
Well, first, I wouldn't really call it a new mindset. I think it's something I've always had, and it's something I am just more aware of now, and how to basically just enjoy life, and I feel like that mindset just allows me to come to events like, we're here in Malta for 2023 IPF Worlds, and the whole, I've been here a few days already, and I'm just having, I'm just happy. I was just sitting around, and I was just like, man, I was almost just crying, emotional rather, just I just, this is our community, and as I see the events get bigger, these are things we've always wanted. As like any of the veterans who've been doing this for so long, cut back 8 years ago, it was nowhere near this. So just seeing the growth in the sport, just within the people, the production, and I'm just having the time of my life, so, yeah.
So I know that for a long time, for the longest time, your goal was always initially to win a world championship. So first you had to win nationals to do that. And it took a couple of tries. And then when you did win in 2019, worlds got taken away because of COVID. So you lost your opportunity. Then you came back, had another battle, and won again, and was able to come to Worlds and win your first world championship. Then last year, you came back in another crazy battle, and in a close battle, you didn't win. But now you have another opportunity. So how does this opportunity feel? I know you broke the world record in Sheffield, and you placed second overall of all the lifters. But how does it feel to come back and defend your previous title, take back the champion?
I just find it as a extremely huge privilege. It's something not everyone gets to do, and I will fully embrace it. And that's it. I just want to do well. I don't like, people use the word redemption. People use the word comeback or whatever, anything, right? And I've always been here, and I just want to go in, enjoy it, because I know these things, time is ever moving, and I know these things are finite. There's only so many of these I can do, so I might as well enjoy it fully for what it is.
And getting into some of your training, how has training been coming into this prep? How strong are you feeling?
It's funny. This was the shortest turnaround I've ever had to do. After Sheffield, I had having that short amount of time. We changed a few things. My coach and I changed a few things. We kind of opened up the hood. In that sense, we went back to the drawing board, and we got it done. This has been the best prep somehow with the shortest amount of time. This is the healthiest my body's been, I feel like. And hands down, this is probably the best I've ever been moving. And I took my last training session just recently, yesterday. And that's the best last training session I've ever had at this point into a competition. So in other words, I feel phenomenal, and I am very confident it will translate onto the platform.
Yeah, so talking about how your training has been phenomenal. Obviously, you just posted that 485 bench, which moved something in the warm-up room. Also, recently, like 2 weeks ago, you posted a 750 deadlift that you did in training, which I don't know. I haven't seen all your training ever, but I mean, I would assume that's probably one of the heaviest things you've ever pulled in the gym.
Yeah, that's definitely close. I've hit 750 here and there, through my training lifetime, but never that well. because afterwards I PR'd on like my reps and stuff as well. So that was also a really big sign.
Right. So everyone, I mean, you're known as obviously a great lifter, world champion, but you're also known by some as Mr. Bench. You took the world record again at Sheffield. It looks like bench is going great. Are you planning on pushing that even further?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I'm here. I'd like to get it done. Somehow my bench got stronger since Sheffield, and so I'm very optimistic and confident to do so.
Last question is just about your cut to 93 body weight. How's the body weight? How you look bigger than the last time I saw you. You look more jacked.
Good.
I heard that people saw you in a tank top and they were like just wondering like what is going on? How are you putting on so much mass? But with all that extra mass, how difficult is it going to be for you to get down to 93?
So real quick, every time, like going to my previous meets, I would say in my past 7 meets, I've been hurt for 6 of them. And it's been pretty like, it ranges how bad it is. The Sheffield one, I'd put that at like a 5, 6 out of 10 type of injury. Like if it was any more, I probably was like, there's no way. Because I couldn't even like, my last training session for Sheffield, for example, I couldn't even like hit depth without just being in like a 8 out of 10 pain in that sense. But as far as the cut, when I get injured, I usually drop weight. So I end up, I usually drop like 2 kilos even, which is like 4 pounds or so, which makes my cuts like ridiculously easy. So for Sheffield, for example, I woke up like almost 2 pounds under, and I didn't sweat at all. And I woke up that morning and I was like, well, let me just drink liquids into my way in, So as far as it is now, we have gained some weight. That's something we wanted to do. I feel like we did it very well. We were extremely successful with that. And I feel great. I think this cut's going to be fine. I may have to sweat a few pounds off, and that's what I want to do. I know I'm too light if I just wake up at weight all the time, and the best totals I've done, the 892.5 I did in 2021, and the 888 I did at Powerlifting American Nationals 2022. I had to sweat off about a pound. So, and every other meet besides those, I've never had to sweat. So, ideally, I am sweating come Friday, and historically, that means I can put up a very good total.
Well, that's awesome, champ. We're super excited to see what you do out here in Malta at the World Championships. We're really appreciative of you taking the time to come and do these press conferences, and we'll talk to you again after the competition is over. Good luck out there. We're rooting for you.
Thank you.
All right, good job. Yeah.
Cool.
Killed it.
Yay.
Dayna McNeal, 76 kilo national champion and deadlift god. How's it going? Welcome to Malta.
It's going pretty good, thank you.
How was the journey getting out here? Where are you coming from?
Coming from Japan, it was pretty flawless this time.
We lost video? Hold on one second, Dayna. Did we step on the cord or? It says function. It says pause.
Started off great.
Broke the camera.
Dayna, you killed it.
I broke the camera, I'm sorry.
That's crazy because it's been on for 24 hours.
Yes, it's on.
I can't do it?
Huh? Alright, let's
Oh.
restart. Okay. We're back after technical difficulties. Dayna McNeal, 76 kilo national champion, back-to-back national champion. This is your second trip out to Worlds here. We were in Malta, and I was just asking you about how your travel was coming out here, because you're used to doing these big travel just to come to nationals and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
So how was it coming from Japan? Was it different? Was it better?
No, it was actually better than traveling from Worlds last year. Last year I had a lot of problems. My luggage was lost temporarily, but this time it was pretty flawless, pretty boring.
And how does it feel to be coming in here as your second time here at the World Championships?
I think I'm less stressed because the first time I didn't really know what to expect, but this time I kind of know what to expect. And so, in terms of how everything is going to flow. So I think I'm a little less stressed in that aspect, but I'm still like nervous.
Nervous in a good way or in a bad way?
Yeah, in a good way. Yeah, my nerves usually work for me. So as long as I'm nervous, I know that I'm good.
Yeah, so you're excited about what you're going to do out there on the platform?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. And what's happened since Nationals? What have you been doing?
Training, going to work, but training's been going really well. It's been going really, really well. I don't think I've ever had my training go this well before. So I'm excited about what's going to happen coming up.
Which lifts are you going to be PRing?
Probably all of them. Some more than others.
I love the confidence.
Yeah.
So which one more than others?
Probably squat and deadlift.
Really?
Yes.
Because you already have a massive deadlift.
Yes.
Are you going to be approaching the world record?
Something like that.
Oh. Breaking news. All right, I'm going to pass the mic over to Heather Connor.
I really like that last response. I kind of wanted to leave because I thought the conversation was done at that point. So you are very busy. You're a very busy person with your work schedule, I'm assuming. I don't need to go into depth what your work is. So how does that affect your training?
Right now, I'm able to work my training around my work schedule. And my schedule, it hasn't really changed that much. I know in a few weeks or after Worlds when I go back, it's going to be all over the place. But for the most part, this prep has been pretty stable. So I've been able to keep the same training schedule.
And the only reason I mentioned that is because you see a lot of athletes whose job is coaches. And then you being, let's say, a 9 to 5, it does sometimes mess with that training schedule to where some people might have the benefit over you in the grand scheme of things when it comes to training and being able to hit successful lifts on the platform. How did you have to cut weight coming into this competition?
Yeah, but not too much.
Not too much?
Yeah, not too much.
So it's been a pretty good ride for you.
Yes.
Body
Definitely.
feeling good?
Yeah. Well,
Eating up?
yeah.
That's why she's about to hit that massive deadlift. Are you nervous about anything going into this competition? I mean, historically, it's the biggest competition of IPF Worlds.
Yeah.
What does that mean for you?
It means a lot. Like, I'm really grateful that I have the opportunity to come here again. And I just want to be able to show everyone what I got. I'm not just, someone in the background, or you can think of me in the background and I'll just pop out real quick.
Dayna's going to show why she's meant to be here. We're glad you're here, Dayna.
Thank you.
Dayna, you're in one of the most stacked weight classes in the world. The spotlight is going to be on that session. You're also in a session with one of the other most stacked weight classes, the 93s. So who are you looking forward to going head-to-head with in the 76s?
Excuse me. Everyone, actually. Like, the whole weight class is just, you got your squat specialist, your bench specialist, your deadlift like, everybody has something that, makes it worth watching, and I can't wait to go up against them.
Do you have any words for your competitors?
Good luck.
Okay, and is there, anyone in particular that you're looking to get a head-to-head win against? I know you want to beat all of them, but is there one that stands out?
You talking about Kim? Oh, yeah, Kim.
You said before this on the podcast that you were going to talk some shit with Kim.
Oh, probably backstage.
Is that a common thing between you and her?
It was last year. It was just, it's friendly banter.
Of course.
Nothing to be taken to heart.
Fun. You have
Fun.
a great amount of respect for her, is that right?
Of course, yeah.
She's been someone that you look up to.
Yeah.
Are you, what in particular are you going to be thinking about saying to her?
Just whatever comes in mind in the moment.
Okay. All right, we'll try to get some spicy comments, but she's being polite. But we'll be backstage watching and listening for what you might be saying with Kim.
Okay.
And we're looking forward to that battle. What would be a successful competition for you here? Whenever you walk away from Malta, what is it going to take for you to be happy with your performance?
Of course, go 9 for 9, but I think if I PR my squat and deadlift, I think I'll be most happy with that.
And then what's your feelings about bench?
It's the bridge to deadlift. It's something I got to do, but I've been working on it.
Technical difficulties, 1 second. This camera keeps turning off.
We're still live on you.
Okay, good.
Just kidding.
All right, so you were just saying about the bench press, but you say you want to go 9 for 9. Who's in your corner as far as coaching is concerned?
I got Mike T in my corner. He'll be the one handling me this time.
All right, and are you excited about that?
Of course, it's always a good time with Mike. First time handling me was Nationals 2022. And then this past one, we were competing in the same flight, so he couldn't. My brother took over for handling. And then he also handled me at Worlds 2022. So that was a lot of fun. It's always a good time with Mike.
All right. Well, I think we do you guys have any more questions for Dayna McNeal? Okay, Dayna, we'll let you get out of the hot seat. Thank you for coming, and we're really looking forward to seeing what you do out there. We're rooting for you, and we know that you're going to make us proud no matter what you do. So, because you always carry yourself so well, and thank you for everything that you do, and thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yep, appreciate you. Good job.
Can I get up?